Back here on SportsLine, the Titans moving on 6-2, the number 1 seed in the AFC thanks to an overtime win in Indianapolis on Sunday. Derrick Henry battled through on that broken foot, 28 carries, just 68 yards. A.J. Brown, though, the player of the game, 10 catches, 155 yards, and a touchdown. Really buoyed that Titans offense. And our guy, Keith Bullock, the former Titan on the Electric Power Company Sunday Sports Central, helped us break down how his connection with Ryan Tannehill grew in that game on Sunday, and Brown put up the numbers that he did. To look at the film from AJ's big day, we bring in Keith Bullock here at the smart screen. It was a slower start to the season than he liked, but he's got 389 yards receiving the last 3 weeks with 25 catches on just 29 targets. What did the Titans see Sunday that worked so well against the Colts?
Well, the Titans, I think they know he's a matchup problem. On this first catch that he has of the day, too big, too strong, too fast, and he shows it. How he gets off the line, they wanted to play bump. Come bump me. Now you got to make the play, and now he uses his speed to get up the sidelines. Too big, too strong, too fast. Very efficient. Ryan Tannehill and him, they're beginning to develop their chemistry. First down on a third down. We have another third down. Mr. Move the Chains. He's out there. Ryan knows where to find him. And right now, these DBs, he has them on skates. They don't know how to play him inside, outside. It really doesn't matter because he is a mismatch problem for just about anyone. And I might be jumping ahead. I'm really excited to see the matchup against Jalen Ramsey with the Rams next week. That's going to be great to see.
That's a big one. As for the defense, too many penalties, too many points, yes, but they came up with perhaps the 2 biggest plays of the day.
Yeah, too many penalties, too many points. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Great pressure getting in Carson Wentz's face. And Carson Wentz didn't Carson Wentz. He actually made a good play. If it was a safety, then they wouldn't have got the ball back. So the Titans defense make a great play. Carson Wentz is here now. Throws it into triple coverage. Kevin Byard, all-pro safety. Been playing at a high level all year. Makes a play, saves the day. Gives the offense the ball back and seals the deal, making redemption, as you said earlier, for that pass interference in the end zone that put them in that position.
A huge play by Byard, who's been doing it all season long, and we'll have much more on him coming up. Man, Kevin Byard has been huge for this defense in the past few weeks, and they're going to need him to continue that play and this defense to continue to show its improvements as they move forward now without Derrick Henry. Go back to the phones now. Say hello to Timothy. Timothy, good evening.
Hey, good evening. I got a question to ask you. Now, I'm a diehard Titans fan, and my question is, what happened to Racey McMath? Are they not trying to use him? Is he that injured or what? Because he's another weapon that we can put on the field. He's 6'3", he's pretty fast. And I just think we need to give him some targets too and just put him out there and see what he can do.
Well,
I mean, that's a weapon.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, at the moment, he's just buried down the depth chart. He's obviously behind A.J. and Julio. And Marcus Johnson and Chester Rogers have pretty clearly become the 3rd and 4th receiving options for this team, with Nick Westbrook-Ikhine in there at 5. I mean, those are your top 5 receivers at this point. The other guy you're not mentioning there is Josh Reynolds, who was a big free agency signing in the offseason. He's been kind of nowhere to be seen here, and obviously McMath and Des Fitzpatrick, who's on the practice squad. Those guys just haven't fit into the offensive passing game plans at this point, and I'd be hard-pressed to think they will at this point unless you see injuries.
Yes, I think they should go ahead and put Racey McMath in. Give that young kid a chance. He's sneaky fast.
Well, yeah, but Timothy, who are you taking off the field to do that?
Josh Reynolds.
Well, he's already off the field. I mean, Josh Reynolds isn't playing right now. So of A.J. and Julio and Chester Rogers and Marcus Johnson or Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, who are you taking off the field of that group to get Racey McMath catches?
I don't know. You got me with that one right there, but I take Josh Reynolds off the field and I place him with Derrick Henry. He's just some fresh legs, somebody who can go deep. He can cross the field. Give him a chance. Put him in there.
Yeah.
We're going to need him now.
Well, we'll see. Thanks for the call, Timothy. The problem is he's raw. To be a good receiver in the NFL, you don't just need to have the skill set, the intangible, so to speak, to be a receiver. It's not just about your height. It's not just about your speed. It's not just about the body. It's about getting off the line of scrimmage. It's about running good routes. It's about catching the football. That's what you have to worry about. And right now, I don't know if Racey McMath has proven himself enough to be in that position. So that's a concern for the Titans, and those other guys have done it. You need Julio Jones to come back. I mean, that's the one thing you need at the wide receiver position. If you need one thing to happen at wide receiver, it's you need Julio Jones healthy and on the field for the second half of this season. Go back to the phones here, and who we got here? Marty. Marty, how we doing?
All right, how are you?
Good. You're on the air. Go ahead.
I just want to say, Titans gonna miss Derrick Henry, but they got all kind of weapons over there on the sideline, man. They just need to play everybody, put them all in there, let them run a couple of plays. I mean, they got so much firepower, they don't know what they got. I mean, they loaded. Just play everybody. That's the way I see that.
All right.
Give everybody a chance.
All right. Well, thanks. I mean, everybody's going to have to step up at this point, but the cavalry got a little bit smaller without Derrick Henry. And again, we don't know the status of Julio Jones right now. That guy needs to be out there. You can only go so far with A.J. Brown and then contributions from this stable of running backs and a few tight ends sprinkled in there. And then guys like Marcus Johnson and Chester Rogers. You can only go so far with that group. So, yes, everybody has to step up, but now's the time that the best players have to be the best players. Ryan Tannehill's got to play like a top-tier quarterback. A.J. Brown needs to continue to play like a star. Julio Jones needs to get back on the field. And like I said earlier, that offensive line needs to finally live up to what we all thought. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back after this.